when we talk about disruption, where in the past, we always talk about transactions. But now we're talking about relations. Because when we talk about transactions just talk about products. Okay, I sell products to you, you pay me money, okay, that's it. Okay. At the most, I want you to buy from me again. But when we talk about the relations, this way again, we have to move from products specifications to customer experience.
So what are among the disruptive opportunity that JCorp have successfully leveraged on?
This is quite a philosophical question because when we talk about disruption, it's quite a lengthy story. But anyway, we have moved from traditional business environment to a new business environment where in the past we always talk about transactions, but now we're talking about relations. When we talk about transactions just talk about products. Okay, I sell products to you, you pay me money, okay, that's it. Okay. At the most, I want you to buy from me again. But when we talk about the relations, this way again, we have to move from products specifications to customer experience. So this is why if you think about it, customer experience is far more important than product superiority. That's why, for example, in KPG, in order for us to make people to come to hospital, you must cover every single aspect other than just the core healthcare treatment. Because when you are good at healthcare treatment, for example, customer then will have higher expectations of you. That's why, for example, customer, they like the doctor, they like the equipment that they see to treat them. But then they would then start thinking about, lampu gelap, cat tak cantik, the person at the reception not smiling, So that's why we need to go beyond just core product services that we offer. We need to talk about customer experience. And because we talk about customer experience, then we have to talk about not just being good ourselves, but we need to find the right partner. They partner with us in order to grow the total package. That's what in the world now, people not talking about us being the best in what we do, but also be able to attract the right partner to provide the complete customer experience that they.
So basically, how does responsible investment translate to generating sustainable growth and return?
Okay, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that when we talk about responsible investment and how it connects to UN SDG, how it connects to our ability to report our ESG activities under so-called integrated reporting, the idea is at the end of the day, we want to be able to tap cheaper source of funds. Because increasingly, investors and lenders, they are willing to allocate good money, cheaper price to those projects and companies that is serious about ESG. So, going back, responsible investment relates to NSGG, relates to the commitments that we're able to make towards achieving some ESG goals, and then, translate that into metrics that is verifiable and credible in terms of measurement, that you can report in integrated reporting in such a way that investment and these investors can read and they say, yes, confirm, this company is committed towards sustainability and I want to allocate money to this company. And I'm talking about cheap money. The money that's going to cost less than the normal. And this way again, we talk about green financing. Rosanna and myself has been talking about us accessing green financing. What does green financing mean? Green financing basically means the discount that we can get from normal interest rates subject to certain achievement of ESG over a certain period. Kalau kata you buat all these ESG activities, the lenders will be given discounts. So imagine katakanlah kita dapat discounts at 30 basis point from the normal 0.3% of say something billion in That's a lot of money. Yes. So from investor perspective, my target is to access it. So I don't care what people say, we must commit to certain sustainability goals that has got reference, which is United Nations sustainability goals, and something that can be measured and verified by say science-based target initiative SBTI agencies. And when we report, that report is credible. We can talk about how much we use in terms of financial capital, how much we use in terms of natural capital, how much we use on the human capital, manufacturing capital. If you read a lot of reports and they see that the world now is consuming 1.75 times more than the Earth can replenish. And that's why the world now needs to commit on carbon dioxide emission, because it relates to temperature increase, climate change, as well as acidification of oceans. The ocean water would increase, the death of biodiversity, and we will not have enough fish in the ocean. That is the reason to it. And that's why the whole world now is trying to come to a consensus of how we can all work together. Although Malaysia is not in the forefront that we see Europe or even US, but we, being the responsible company, JCorp, we don't want to just comply. So we was advocating. So how do we advocate? We advocate to our investment companies. So every single companies are expected to promote sustainability in their version of the business. Before we talk about stewardship, we must always talk about the purpose of our organization. Our purpose is membina and membina. Then we talk about what strategies do we use, and then what projects we undertake, how do we measure our success.